Hi there and welcome to the Tables onboarding/demo video. In this video, I want to give you a quick tour of the platform, what it does and how you can get the most possible value out of it. Now, first off, this is our dashboard. In here, you can basically start off by building your list in 3 different ways. The first way is by creating an empty table where you can manually start to scrape and sort your leads. The other way is to import a pre-made lead list via CSV, meaning that if you already have a CRM with a bunch of leads that you want to enrich, you can just export them via CSV and upload them to tables and start enriching them. Or if you have built a lead list another place and you just want to enrich them with our data, you can also do that by importing it via CSV. And then there's the third way, where you can build a lead list from scratch using our database of over 300 million records. Now in here, you have all your basic filters. You have things like industry and keywords, job titles, locations, employee count, etc. You also have your more specific filters to really get specific to find your ideal customer profile. For an example, we can start by filtering by industry and keywords. In here, you can select specific industries. We can also look at things like job title, searching for things like CEO. Or we can choose by seniority or specific departments. When you're satisfied with your filters, you can just hit search and it will actually find all the leads that matches these criteria. Once you're satisfied with your search, you can export the list by clicking export. In here, you can name your list, name list, and then you can choose the amounts of leads that you want. Let's say that we want 1,000 records. You can simply just hit export like this, and we're actually then gathering all the data and putting it into a list for you so you can start enriching the leads with data like phone numbers, emails, or other information that you can find by using our AI enrichment. Now this will just take a few seconds. The more leads that you want to extract, the more time it takes, but usually it doesn't take more than under a minute. All right, it has now exported all the leads into a specific list. In this list, we can actually start filtering, sorting, and enriching the data. First off, we have this feature where you can basically clean up your list by just simply checking off these boxes, where it will actually remove the specific columns from your list. Now what's key here is that you aren't deleting the data, so you can still access it later. For now, we're literally just cleaning up the list. You can also add specific filters and add filters in groups if you want to filter out leads based on specific things that you've got from your lead list. The same goes for sorting the data. Now let's say that you actually want to enrich these leads. You simply just click enrich, and in here we've made it super simple for you to actually start enriching your data. For an example, let's say that you want to find the specific email for these leads. You simply just choose one of these right here. So find email by name and company or by LinkedIn. In my case, I'll just choose LinkedIn. We'll select the LinkedIn URL like this and simply just hit save and run. Now we can choose between 1,000 rows or 10 rows, but for now I'll just run it for 10 rows so you can actually see the result. Perfect. In the meanwhile, we can also add other enrichments like AI enrichment. In here, you simply just click AI enrichment, and now you can actually do a specific prompt telling the AI what kind of information that you want to find. I'll click here again, just 2 seconds, like this. Now, if you don't know what kinds of enrichments that you can do with AI, you can start by filtering out in our templates. Let's say that you specifically want to find the case studies. You simply just hit find case studies. You select the domain from your lead list, in this case, company domain, hit apply template. And then as you can see here, the entire prompt is actually made for you. We can run this by simply hitting run on 10 rows. This is basically just to test our output. Now, as you can see here, it has actually found all the emails. Now we have a very high finding rate because we run internal waterfall enrichment flows to find all the emails that you're paying for. Now, obviously, you are also only paying for emails or records that is actually found, meaning that you get the most value out of your credits. You can play around with this, have fun with it. So perfect, that's it for this demo. See you in there. Bye.